Hi, I'm Candy Cooper, and this is our first project. We want crafting to become a part of your everyday. Surround yourself with things you make, and make being creative a part of who you are. Today we're making crafty creatures. They can be based on a real animal or just something you create with your mind. The crazier, the better. Our first creature is this sock arm puppet. I think he looks like a caterpillar. What do you think? Check out these crazy legs. Let's see what we need to make him. Okay, the first thing you're going to need is some feathers for the hair, some long chenille stems like these I have here, some corrugated cardboard, googly eyes, white acrylic craft paint, a sock, an old sweatshirt or a repurposed sweatshirt, something nice and soft, some glue dots, thick tacky glue, clothespins, some craft felt, 2 1-inch styrofoam balls, and some long pens. Let's get started. I'm so excited to show you this. The first thing you're going to do is cut off the sleeve of your sweatshirt, and this is going to make Gavin the caterpillar's body. Once you cut that off, we can start into constructing the head. Now, I've started with a couple 1-inch balls, but you can actually form these between your fingers to make them look a little bit more like eyeballs. And I do it just like so, and then smush it down on the table like this to get 2 eyeballs. And you want to do that to both. And then you're going to paint them with the white acrylic paint. And that just I know the foam is already white, but this makes them really bright, like funny giant googly eyes. Once you get those painted, you're going to use glue dots to attach the eyes, and I just press those off like that and then put the eyes in place. And you could paint your eyeballs other colors than white if you wanted. I've got a couple right here. All of the patterns for Gavin's face are on our website. So I've got some tongues here. You could use pink, sparkly, or red, the mouthpiece for the inside of the sock, and of course some crazy eyelashes made out of felt. To make them flutter like that, you want to just snip in about a 1/2 inch all across the top. When you cut them, you're going to use thick glue to attach them to the eyeballs. And let's let those sit up while we work on the next part. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is actually cut the inside of the puppet mouth out of corrugated cardboard. And this keeps it nice and sturdy on the inside of the mouth. I've already put a piece of cardboard in here. It's folded in half, you can see. And to keep it secure, you're just going to cut a snip inside the sock, squeeze some glue in there, and you want to use this thick craft glue versus a school glue because sometimes school glue is runny and it'll soak through your sock and then you'll see it, and you don't want to see it. Don't worry about the slit because we're going to cover that here in a minute. But you want to just press that in place, get it right where you want it. You can even put your hand back in and position it and then set it aside to dry. I've got a purple one that I've been working on here, and I just put it over a glue bottle so he'll stay nice while I'm working. Okay, the first thing you're going to add is the mouth. Followed by the tongue piece. We'll give her a pink tongue this time. And then on the outside, you can hold these in place with some clothespins if you want. On the outside, we're going to add the eyeballs. We'll stretch this down a little bit more. Now, this is kind of weird, but you're going to actually poke some pins. Let me get down here where I can show you. Poke some pins through the tops of the eyes, and these will help hold them in place while our tacky glue sets up. And I like to put them just behind the seam on the toe of the sock. Just a second, and I'll turn them around so you can see. And then just push that pin down so that it stays secure while it dries. And got one more. I already put glue on there, I forgot. Here we go. And he's starting to take shape, he or she. Gavin's kind of a boy or girl name these days. Okay, now I've cut a little piece of feather boa and glued it in a ring. And now I'm gonna just put some glue. You have to use a pretty hefty amount of glue when working with feathers because the core of the feather is down underneath all the fluff. So now we're just gonna set that right behind the eyeballs. And this is where either you can clothespin it. The felt doesn't weigh too much, so we can just clothespin this together. And you want to get it just how you like it before you clothespin it because it's going to take a couple hours to dry. And we could also stick some pins down through the middle. He looks pretty crazy with all this stuff coming out of him, doesn't he? Okay, very crazy. Okay, let's jump over to the sleeve and how we make the body. I've got my sleeve right here. So basically what you're going to do is put this on your arm and then grab whatever color you want of these ginormous chenille stems and then wrap them around so they're even and then make a twist a couple times. And this makes it, you don't have to glue them. This makes it so you can interchange the colors of your legs. You could make rainbow legs for your caterpillar. You can have a friend, this is a great part to have a friend help you do because it's more fun to craft with friends anyway. Okay, and you can give them a little bend like so at the end. And now our puppet is ready to take a walk. Let me put the finished one on so you can see the full picture. I may have made this one a little bit snug. Here we go. And you can leave these on or you can slide them off. You can make other outfits and embellishments for them. You could make a bow tie. And I like to put the seam facing down. I've made this one to fit my arm perfectly, but you want to make sure the legs are all down like so. So he's ready to take a walk. And we'll slide Gavin's head on. Here he comes. Get ready. And you want to just tuck the end of your sock down underneath the sleeve. Got a nice Adam's apple on him too. And let's see. Are you ready, Gavin? He says he's ready. And now all you have to do is have your friends make a couple more and you can put on your own puppet show. Yay!